Okay, how about now? Can you hear me? You can hear me. Okay. Is Gemini still there? Yeah, I've had to resort to getting a room fan and just blowing it on my computer because I'm pretty sure it's just getting too hot. It's actually so bad, dude. I'm gonna get new PC parts soon though. Yo, Gemini, if you're there, I got a question for you. This dog shit will open. Okay. Did you use multiple inputs in your game? Like controller and PC or no? Oh, but you use the old input system? Did you do any type of like detection of like what input is currently being used? Go horizontal move, vertical move, map to WSD or control stick. Okay, so you did that. Right. So I can do that. My issue is that right, okay, so let me explain. So right, my issue is that I want to come over here and where it says new text right now, I want it to pop up with the current keybind or the current input system, right? So it should say E if it's for keyboard. But over here, I'm looping through the input actions and it's like E for keyboard or A for Xbox controller. So I need to detect which one's being used. And I don't know how to do that. You could check for the last input somewhere. That's kind of what I was thinking I had to do. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fair. That's pretty annoying. But I think that's the only way to do it, right? Like, there's not going to be another way to do it, so. Yeah, that's where I was going. I was hoping like input system itself had that ability. Like it like I kind of just don't think it does though. X last input system. Okay. This seems like a pretty good code that's easy to understand. Thank you, ChatGPT. All hail ChatGPT. Don't I have like an input manager? I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, here it is. You know, you can taste that. Okay, thanks. Public static last input system used. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like asking one more time, like maybe just Google, does Unity's new input system have a way of checking? Maybe, wait, is this? This is exactly what I'm trying to do. Making me feel so stupid. Dude, this shit's making me feel stupid. Yo, Anima Ennis, what's up? Over on YouTube. How you doing tonight? Listen to input user dot on change. Oh. I don't know if this dude is actually talking about the built-in input system. It's kind of hard. Oh man, this is a tough one. I was not prepared to do this. Never really done this kind of shit. It's a brutal problem. Okay, for the action maps, for each action, for the binding in each action, yeah. So then this is gonna print our E and A. Works. I don't know if it's gonna actually be able to do this. How to detect the current input? Yeah, it's just gonna do this, huh? Oh, this is what I wanted though. In Unity's new input system, you can use the input system dot on device change event. Okay, cool. Right. So I think that we would just have to do like let's keep the enum. And then on enable, we'll just subscribe to this event. I need a controller to test this out, dude. The studio coded event. Oh, for Mikey. Okay. I feel like I almost have this. Wait, what is it? What is it saying? Oh, sorry. That actually is this. Okay, I think that worked. Okay, let's just make sure it changes. Except I would actually need to change it, probably. I don't know how to do that. I really like Find. Yeah, Find's fucking best, dude. It takes a little longer, but it's definitely worth. Whenever I have a hard problem, I always go to Find. It definitely crawls the internet way better. And it points you to the sources, which is always great. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with just using like this type of enum. I can always switch this really easily later. But, you know, we can always just say like public last input system. And then let's just set it to defaults is keyboard and mouse. Right, and then we can just say like the only problem is then when we come over into pop-up, so we're looking through each key binding, so I need to somehow associate it with a input device. Unity get the input device 6. Actually, Give us something like that here. Associated with an action bind. Action.activeControl.device. Oh. Active control dot device. Actually, I'm interested what this prints. If it could just check the device like this, that's all I need, I think. Because then I can just have like a really, really easy dictionary or something. I don't know. I can just have an enum list like I have and then just have a dictionary. And that's that. It's not like I'm supporting like infinite input systems. It's just gonna be like 2 or 3. Oh shit, that didn't work. Wait, what? Why didn't that work? So, oh, is it because it's not like instantiated? Probably. Yeah. Dude. Player input's a fucking pain, man. Do I have to enable it? I did make it up here. Let's just do this test up here. Input device. Object not set to instance. Put action reference, like what? Why isn't this working? I don't get it, dude. Gemini. I'm confused. I'm about to go to bed. You can see some Steam staff on the leaderboards? Wait, what? That's so sick. They're testing it out, making sure your shit works. Okay, well this is also null, so I don't know what's happening here. What is this? Oh, this is so frustrating. I just want to be done with this. Input control, get the current input control. Communities, input system. So weird. I could use this other solution I have, but this feels like the better one. Input manager, like I could just in the input manager here on the on device change. We set it to like equals input system dot input control. What do I call it? Let's see what it told us. Damn, bro. This is so annoying. Doesn't even take that. Dude. This like seems like what I want, but it just doesn't work for whatever reason. It's telling me the same shit, dude. Context.control. This actually seems okay. I think this is what I want. That seems so simple. Like if that doesn't work, then I don't know what will. Okay, let's just print it out down here. If it works, then I feel good. I feel like I can actually do this. If it doesn't, then I'll regroup. Here, dude. I'm gonna ask this out of the blue, but I want to know if you were to be asked to make a chest that opened with a certain key, and that chest contains items to reroll stats. Gear from database. How long do you think it would take to code it in, excluding art models? Any suggestions to Unity game? Someone says the suggestion I'm making can take weeks. It's a good question. I mean, let me think about it. So, I mean, this is how I would approach the problem. Basically, these are the things that you would need in Unity. You would need to create a scriptable object for a key, because if you create a scriptable object for a key, then you can create, you know, any number of types of keys. Then you're gonna have to create certain data for the keys. It's not very clear what data would go into the keys, but things like the 3D model in the world, and I know you said excluding 3D models, but that's not the same thing. That's like, right, that's like linking it to a 3D model. So you have to have things like that, like data that links it to a 3D model. You have to have things that link it to a 2D model that would be represented in the inventory. Assuming that like you already had an item class that would work with everything, you would have to inherit from the item class for the key. What else? So that's kind of like takes care of the key, and then you probably could get away with just like a general chest. Like it doesn't really matter what the chest is, but you'd have to create a class for the chest. You'd have to create, you know, several different types of data for the chest. Depending on what type of chest it is, you know, and then you would have to create the logic for the reroll part, which, you know, depends how complex you want to get in terms of like the gear and then like the reroll chances and stuff. But you know, that type of logic isn't always easy. Depends how like complex it is. So I always hate giving things in terms of like days or weeks. Like I think hours of like actual work is more relevant. I would say overall implementing something like that would take 10-ish hours. So I don't think weeks. I think weeks is an exaggeration, but it would definitely take multiple days for just something like that simple, which I think like it gives you perspective, right? Like you think that's a really simple thing and it should just take like an hour or two, but I would wager it would take you like 10 hours to like fully integrate it in. Yeah, weeks is an exaggeration for sure. They're probably just, whoever's saying that is probably just frustrated with viewers giving suggestions. I've been there before. People are like suggesting shit and you're like, dude, that'll fucking take weeks. So I feel that. Alright, you guys, I finally coded it up. Let's see if this, right, like tonight I've been trying to integrate multiple input systems and I've gotten absolutely fucking nowhere in over an hour, so. You know. Oh, yeah, we have to press the key to get the input. That's right. Okay, so if this doesn't work, I'm going to bed. What the fuck? It kind of works. Control, like, it detected it was an E that was pressed. This is different though, dude. This is like, I actually pressed a button. I have to do this without pressing a button. I also don't know what this value is. Why is it printing a value? Oh, it's just printing, is this reading the value? What is control? Control is input control? Let's look, we have to look in this class. What is it in here? Input device? Is it? I don't know, man. Oh, device. Yeah, we could print device. Okay, let's try it one more time with printing actual device. All right, here we go. Look at that shit, dude. It prints keyboard. That's what we wanted.
Yay.
It'd say it's like 12 to 18 hours. Okay. I mean, yeah, I think that's a fair estimate. But like that could take somebody a week, you know? That's how long they code every day. How much time they have to work on it. Let me make context. Have you played Path of Exile? Nah, I haven't played it. I mean, well, let me read your next message. If the game already had a way to reroll all stats and values. Oh, well that's a totally different question. If it already had a way to reroll stats, and also a chest and key system, no, what you're suggesting is having another chest and key to give an item. Okay, well, I mean that just comes down to like, did you code your game up like from the ground up in a good way? Because if like the way you're supposed to code things up, like just for example of what I'm doing, the question you're asking is essentially the same as this example right here, which is how long does it take to implement a new item into a game? Because if you already have the whole back end for it, it shouldn't be very hard. But like for me, because I've like implemented my items in a very specific way with like scriptable objects, I can just come into my resources, go into items, and then I can do create Fishing Odyssey item, and then I can just link it right here to like a 3D object, the 2D sprite. If it's a wieldable object, then I can also link it to a wieldable object, give it a rarity, all the different types, and then right as soon as I'm done filling this shit out, I have a fucking new item in my game. It takes me 1 minute. So if you already have the whole system in place, ideally it would take you 1 minute to add a new key. But not everyone codes like modularly like this, you know? Like I would say this is the right way to code for a scalable project, but not a lot of people do that, so. I'm guessing whoever you're talking to did not create like a base class for a key. They did not create a base class for an object. I mean, these are things you can spend like a lot of time on and get it right the first time, and it saves you like hours and hours and hours later down the road. Like last stream, something I worked on was what was it? I'm trying to remember. Oh, it was our item. Yeah. So basically I made the item class, like this whole thing that I'm talking about last stream. And what I have here is like two classes essentially. I have an item data class. The item data class just has everything you ever need to know about an item. And then I have a spawned item class. And then I even went further than that. The spawned item class inherits from an interacting object. The interacting object is a class that you can, like, number of different classes can inherit from. And the first thing that I'm implementing with the interacting object is that a key pops up on the screen depending on your input system. So that's actually what I'm working on right now. But last stream, we basically implemented this interacting object here. And now it doesn't matter if it's an item. It can be an item, it can be a workbench, it can be an NPC, it can be anything. All those things can inherit from interacting object now. And all of those things will then display the key, the input key used to interact with them. So like you could not do this and probably get through this part faster, but then down the road when you need to implement this the same time, like over and over and over again, then you start losing fucking time, you know? So. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna do a short stream tonight, so I'm gonna get off. Chili Willy, good to meet. I can't even say that name, dude. Oh, it's just Chili Will, dude. I kept saying Chili Willy. Holy shit. Yeah, short stream tonight, but yeah, I'll probably be back, I don't know, maybe this weekend sometime. What do you say? Maybe, yeah, maybe I'll do an actual face cam stream. My girlfriend's here, so I don't have as much time to fuck off, you know, so. But day or two we'll do another stream. Hopefully I have my video camera working. I'll chill out. Hey guys, peace, good luck.